You've probably heard someone say, "That's from another dimension," or maybe, "We live in the third dimension," and just kind of nodded along like you knew what they meant. But deep down you might have been thinking, okay, but what actually is a dimension? Here's the easiest way to understand it. Imagine you draw a little stick figure on a piece of paper. He can move left and right, just along the line. That's the first dimension, a single direction. Now give him some room to go up and down. Boom, second dimension. He's still flat, like a cartoon character on a screen. But now he can move both side to side and up and down. Now imagine you could magically lift that little guy off the paper and give him depth. He becomes 3D, just like you. That's the third dimension, the one we live in. We can move forward and backward, up and down, left and right. We don't even think about it, it's just normal life. But here's where it gets trippy, we're always moving in a fourth dimension, as well. That would be time. Even when we're sitting perfectly still, we're traveling forward through time every second of every day. So technically, our everyday experience takes place in 4 dimensions: length, width, height, and time. But how do we even know all this? Like, who figured it out? It started a long time ago with mathematicians in the 1800s, people who were just playing around with geometry and numbers. But things got serious when a guy named Albert Einstein came along. He showed that space and time are actually connected, like a fabric you move through, and called it spacetime. That concept blew the doors open on how we think about reality. Later on, physicists digging into the tiniest building blocks of matter, like atoms and particles, started finding weird things. The equations didn't quite work unless you added extra dimensions. Not just 1 or 2 more, but like 10 or 11. These extra dimensions aren't visible to us. They might be curled up, super tiny, or just existing in ways we don't experience. But they're probably there, and we're constantly trying to find them. So what are we doing now? Well, a lot, actually. Scientists are smashing particles together at insane speeds to see what pops out. They're trying to find clues, maybe even proof, that these extra dimensions are real. Some theories even suggest there could be entire alternate realities stacked next to ours, like pages in a book. We're just stuck on one page, trying to figure out how to read the rest. Right now, we know about 4 dimensions for sure. But theories like string theory and M theory suggest there could be many more, maybe 10, 11, maybe even more than that. It's like we're seeing the shadows of something bigger, and the scientific world is doing everything it can to figure out what's casting them. So yeah, dimensions might sound complicated, but when you break them down, they're really just the directions and layers that make up the universe. Some we move through every day without thinking. Others are still mysteries waiting to be uncovered. But one thing's for sure. We've only scratched the surface.